Hey subscribers, happy Friday. This is your before noon early release of a promised video. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody that the purpose of this is because a corrupt judge decided that despite the fact that I'm Charles's power of attorney, that I'm not entitled to go watch the discovery of what happened inside the jail when they unlawfully had Charles imprisoned on 2 of the 3 occasions. We haven't addressed the 3rd occasion yet. But at any rate, the judge said that a gal had to be appointed. Now let's keep in mind the purpose of a gal. And remember, I can't give legal advice and they'll never beat my price. The purpose of a gal is to provide a lawyer for Charles due to his neurological deficits to make sure that, you know, his rights are being protected. And the gal is only appointed for the lawsuit that is currently pending in the Kern County Superior Court, where Charles is a plaintiff and I'm a plaintiff. So without further ado, the corrupt judge decided that I'm not entitled to sit in there with Charles and see that video, even though I'm his significant other. I'm his power of attorney. I'm his IHSS 24/7 authorized caregiver and authorized representative. He said that he's worried that I might show people what's in the video or tell people. Now, folks, there's a way that you prevent that. It's called a gag order. It's called a protective order. But apparently I can't be trusted. Well, since there's no order against me, I'm not going to be seeing the video. We decided to preempt what Charles is going to see with his gal in the video. So this is one angle, and you can see Charles down there. I'm going to make my way to the other camera view. Because they had Charles in a cell where Charles said he remembers, and these things were communicated to me either when he was still in custody and or immediately after his release and or when those memories became available to him again. Because sometimes Charles will remember things out of the blue. And so Charles is showing you what those cameras would show. And I presume that that's how damn corrupt these people are, that they don't want people to know that. Because what I see is international distress signals. I see somebody in a position of distress doing their best to call out for help. Help that was ignored. Because if you remember, Charles was denied a standard of care every time he was in the custody of Kern County, the Kern County Sheriff's Department. They knew or had reason to know that he required specialized care due to medical conditions. So this is one angle that a surveillance would show. That's one corner of a cell. Here's another corner of the cell. Here's the other corner in the cell. And then the other corner. And folks, Charles conveyed to me that in that time that he was in their care and custody due to an unlawful arrest and obviously a false imprisonment, that it wasn't until Charles had some bodily excretions that was through no fault of his own, no control of his own. Because remember, every time they took him in with an elevated blood pressure and an elevated blood sugar, and they did nothing to seek medical care, and instead he sat in there, well, laid in there, motioning for help until bodily fluids accumulated over there. Then they finally decided to take him over to KMC, the county hospital, where they set the narrative that Charles was under the influence when Charles doesn't even drink. I don't even drink. And there was no medical evidence and no allegations in any of the paperwork that Charles was drinking or under the influence. But that's the false and defamatory narrative that they tried to convey.
Did you hear that? See you Monday, bitch. How do you like that? How do you like that? That's. Help me up.
Come on, honey. Whoa.
Well, I don't know what the big deal is. Unless you're the goose that's getting ready to lay the golden egg, then I can see what it's. If it ain't, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. If it ain't 8 figures plus, you're wasting my time. I only 8 figures, bitches.
And those charges have to go away too.
Oh, I got a whole list of them Lorianne the Law Dog's going to put up. So what we're going to do is Lorianne the Law Dog's going to put that up because we got the list. That's going to, yeah, a lot of shit is on that list.
Well, we better take that phone call. That's from one of the lawyers.